Hello, I'm Susie from Explore Norfolk UK, and today, as you can see, I am at Blickling Hall. This walk also comes as a Norfolk walking guide, which you can purchase on the website. The link's just below and also in the description if you're watching it on YouTube. It comes with brief instructions on the walk and details such as the length, postcode, parking, whether it's dog friendly, that sort of thing. Then you have a detailed map with numbers. This goes along with the route notes. And here I'm just going to quickly show you where we go, starting with going through the Blickling estate, out into the countryside and back through woodland, past the mausoleum and ending back at Blickling car park. If you don't know Blickling Hall, it is an incredible Jacobean house. You can see it there, look at it, absolutely staggering. And so what I'm going to do today is show you around a 5.8 mile circular walk starting from the visitor centre. And we walk through fantastic grounds. You can see the wonderful lake there on the right. This takes you out into the surrounding countryside. We cross over a rather unusual bridge called a Chinese bridge. See there? It's rather nice. Spoiler alert, if you don't like cows, there may be cows in a couple of fields, one very short field, one slightly longer, just so you know. Eventually ending back in Blickling woodlands and passing a rather austere and I think rather mesmerising mausoleum, so stay tuned for that. Then I think it's worth going into the house. If you're a National Trust member or even if you're not, it's really a fascinating house. It's a real upstairs downstairs feel, with a lovely formal garden and orangery, and well worth it. I definitely think this is one of my favourite stately homes in Norfolk, and I'm excited to show you the surrounds of it and then the house. So let's get going. The walk starts in the Blickling Hall National Trust car park, which if you're a National Trust member it's free, but if you're not you will have to pay for it. And if you want to grab a coffee or a cake before you start, then just nip into Muddy Boots Cafe, because that's a great place to start with. And you'll see we turned left out of the car park towards this rather imposing white gate, and beyond there you'll see an information board which shows you Blickling estate. It won't show you this walk, but it'll show you the estate grounds, which is rather fantastic. Now we take this middle path here, not left or right, and this will take us up through the estate grounds, which is really lovely. Great for all ages. There's a child having fun with a kite, and the parkland's open to anyone, and you'll see there the lake on the right hand side, which we come back to in a minute, so keep watching. And at the top of the path we walk through the gates and come to a crossroads of paths. Here we turn right. This is the crossroads of paths. Turn right, and this brings us back down towards the lake. And there in the distance you can see Blickling Hall. Fantastic view over the lake. Continue around this lake. We're at the bottom end of the lake, and you're going to just walk along here, and then we bear left. Don't go right, because that'll take you back to Blickling Hall and all around the back of Blickling Hall, which you don't want because we're obviously going on a big circular walk. So we turn left here, and this takes us back down into another small car park. You can take either tracks there, that'll bring you back into the car park. So you walk out of this car park and it comes to a little lane, so you want to turn right here. This house is a good marker because on the left hand side you'll look across and you'll see a field which you're going to walk across, so look out for the house here. And there's the bridge we're going to walk over. Now it does say that there are cows in this field, so spoiler alert, cows, and I'm just showing you here now as I'm talking how quick it is to get across from the gate to the bridge. So I'd really hate you to be put off by the fact that there might be cows in the field, because it's really a very short distance. And that's the River Bure. This is another field that cows may be in, so if you've got dogs, you know, you may need to be a bit careful. I can't guarantee that there won't be cows here. I definitely can see evidence of it in the form of cow pats. At the top of the lane, just turn left and follow the road for a little while. Eventually you'll come to this road here, Lowlands, which is a dead end. So walk along here and you come to a sharp bend, left-hand bend at the end there. Walk straight ahead through onto this track. You could go left down there and just follow the road around, or you just walk a bit more countryside, walk along this track, and you'll see that the path eventually comes out to here. Turn right here. Now don't go left there, just continue around to the right along the road. And this is where the dead end is. So the right-hand track goes to a private house and we go straight on. You obviously can't go through there. Private, no public right of way. So follow this path. It's a bit squidgy and muddy, so walking boots needed. Reach the little lane there, you can see just straight ahead of you. Look right, and you can go either way, but this way I think is slightly nicer. You walk along the river. If you go up to the lane, you just turn right and continue to walk along a lane. But this way, I much prefer this way. And it comes out onto the lane again, so either way. This is a nice little stretch. You've got open countryside on the right and you've got wooded landscape on the left. Now, once at the bottom of the hill, you've just gone past a house on the right, you reach Blickling Estate again, Woodgate, this one's called, Blickling Estate, Woodgate. And we walk through the car park and into the wood. Walk straight through this gate. And now we take the middle path, not this left-hand one. I'm just walking around the puddle. This little grassy one you want to take, and there's also a path to the right which you could take. It takes you back up, but you miss the mausoleum that way. So walk along this small narrow track and it takes you through the wood, and keep walking in the same direction until you eventually meet some big tree trunks that are lying on the ground, which you'll see in a minute. Here are the tree trunks. So I was saying two big long ones lying down on the ground, and you turn left, walk over the tree trunks, turn left to go up the hill, and go up the hill and keep in that same direction until you come to a clearing. I really hope you're enjoying this video. If you are, give it a thumbs up, a like, and don't forget to subscribe, as you'll get notifications of new videos that I'm doing. Phew, well, if you can go up the hill that fast, you're very fit. But you come to now, you can see ahead of you a little sort of opening. Continue to follow the track round to the right, and eventually you come out to a bigger opening, and you look to the right and you'll see the mausoleum. I must admit, I find this mausoleum very intriguing. It's a Grade 2 listed building, and it was commissioned by the daughter of the second Earl of Buckinghamshire as a tomb to her father and his 2 wives. And if you want to know more about Blickling Hall, visit the website Explore Norfolk UK and check out the stately homes pages that I have there. Just to continue on with the walk, there's a couple of benches there where you can have a little rest, but you turn right, and then that takes you to this path here where you've got the tower ahead of you, and you turn left and the track takes you all the way back to Blickling Hall, to the car park, and to the Bucks Arms pub if you want, the Muddy Boots Cafe, and Blickling Hall House. And so on to Blickling Hall itself. Because I love it so much, I want to give you a quick whistle-stop tour of how amazing it is. So hopefully I can whet your appetite with a few of these photos. It's an incredible house. It's managed by the National Trust, and I want to show you some fantastic photos of exactly why, if you're here walking around the estate, it's well worth going in and having a look. It has a real upstairs downstairs feel to it, as I think I said at the beginning of the video. And the formal gardens are beautiful.